Comic Girls is adorable. The art style is soft and colorful, the characters are goofy and exaggerated, and the use of manga panels plays into the premise while still lending a unique visual aesthetic to the anime. Each member of the cast wears a variety of different outfits and hairstyles that keep their designs fresh, and the protagonist literally has moe in her name. Akao Hikaru's portrayal of her was easily one of my favorite vocal performances of 2018, while Kaos herself is a perfect storm of cute determination, otaku nerd, and disaster lesbian. I mean, just look at her. It's a scientific fact that the addition of a single fang increases cuteness levels by 150%.
The numbers don't lie!
And they spell disaster for my ability to sit through an entire episode without squealing like a schoolgirl. The source material displays a genuine appreciation for the creative process, but the anime commits wholeheartedly to enhancing that vision beyond the confines of a 4-coma comic. These mangaka all embody their own genre stereotypes, not just in personality, but in how they're framed as well. Tsubasa makes bombastic shonen speeches punctuated by dramatic camera movements and action speed lines. Koyume is always eating sweets and blushing about her love for Tsubasa. Fura-senpai appears from the shadows and jump scares people. These are all accentuated by the brilliant soundtrack, which is able to effortlessly switch from slow, somber ambience to upbeat intensity at the drop of a hat. Even the art styles of the manga each character draws are different. It's a really solid production that crafts a fun, cozy atmosphere, something which is vital to the themes of the story. Comic Girls might be a silly comedy about a group of high school nerds making manga, but at the same time, it's also one of the most accurate depictions of anxiety I've seen. Kaos is literally me. But she's also probably a lot of insecure creators. She grapples with the imposter syndrome that comes from being surrounded by a group of talented minds, and Akao Hikaru absolutely nails the snide cynicism present in her self-deprecating lines. As an aside, Kaos's VA apparently fell and broke her arm as the series was airing. Considering this was her first main character role in the industry, you can either chalk that up as dedication to the part, or she basically just is a real-life Kaos. She's also only 2 years older than me. What am I even doing with my life? There were many moments where Kaos would say something critical, and I'd react with a "Kaos, no!" Not only because it sucks to see her struggle, but because I've been in that position before. Honestly, there are times where it feels like I'll never escape that position. Like I'll never be able to appreciate my work properly. Like I'll never be able to love and accept myself. I want to see Kaos do better because I want to do better. This balance of light fun and depression serves to reinforce a core message the series puts forward. Though genuine feelings of anxiety can sometimes be played up for laughs, the characters ultimately try to steer their friends away from such self-deprecating behavior due to how toxic that cycle of negativity can become. At the same time, however, the matter isn't abandoned entirely, as that style of tongue-in-cheek self-awareness is important to keeping one's head out of their ass. In the grand scheme of things, we're all a disgrace. And if you can laugh at yourself, you can laugh with others. I've always been the kind of person who would make fun of myself as a defense mechanism, attempting to brush off outer hostility by tearing myself down first. Yet, by doing that so frequently, I ended up oversaturating my self-hatred to the point where I'd find myself forcing self-deprecating jokes into interactions where they weren't at all necessary. I know there was definitely a point where people in the YouTube comments were telling me to stop. And if the YouTube comments are asking you to stop criticizing yourself, you know you've gone too far. Now that I've recognized this, I frequently catch myself typing unhelpful, unwarranted replies of self-loathing, only to delete them instead of sending them. Instead of raining on someone else's parade, or potentially trivializing someone else's pain, I should try to be more constructive if I can. Of course, I'm not saying I need to avoid this type of behavior entirely, I just need to be more mindful of it for my own sake. At the end of the day, Comic Girls is a story about self-acceptance. Forget about what society deems proper and be the person you want to be. Who cares if you put on a little weight from eating too many sweets? If doing otherwise has a negative impact on your mental health, and by extension your workflow, just do what feels natural. Be yourself. Who cares if you draw porn? If it's something you're good at, something that doesn't harm anyone, something you genuinely enjoy doing, own it. Don't be embarrassed over the stuff you're passionate about. Who cares if your personal interests don't align with your family's expectations of you? They aren't the ones living your life. If they can't accept you for who you are, plenty of other people out there will. It doesn't matter what you look like or who you're attracted to. The only thing that matters is whether or not you wear glasses, because it has been universally proven that glasses make you way cuter without fail. In all seriousness, so long as you're a kind person, people will love and support you for who you are. So love yourself. On the way back from Anime Expo, I caught a glimpse of my Comic Girls banner while I was browsing Twitter, and that image really resonated with me during my post-con depression. It's an image of Kaus being dragged along and supported by her friends, and that's a large part of what AX means to me. I don't always have the confidence to exist on my own. Sometimes I need other people there to carry me forward, and meeting up with so many incredible friends and peers re-energized me at a time when I desperately needed the boost. But that magic doesn't last forever. Anime Expo is far out of reach once again, and I've been left to my own devices. I can preach all day about how you should love yourself, but I'd be a hypocrite if I didn't take better care of myself. I don't know what it'll take for me to love myself, but I have to try. I won't always have someone there to take my hand, but even if I did, those steps are still mine to walk. I can't let that support go to waste. I need to live up to it. I need it to mean something. I need to keep moving forward so that one day, I won't have to be alone anymore. Special thanks to King Kevin 30, Stone Cold 007, Roggle, Jackerknife, and all of my other patrons for continuing to support what I do. The support really means a lot. If you've seen the Anime Expo video I put up, whether it was a couple days ago or a week or so ago, whenever the time this video comes out. Yeah, I've been going through a lot of stuff lately, moving apartments and whatever. It's been a rough past month or so. And so I apologize if the audio is a bit echoey, at least on my end it sounds like. So I imagine on the mic it'll sound even worse. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get some soundproofing or something in here, because the acoustics of this room are not quite the same. So I will get that fixed in one of the future videos, so I'll get to work on that. I hope you're taking care of yourself recently. I don't have much of a fancy way to end this, any real, like, snappy send-off. Just watch Comic Girls, and, I don't know, keep being you.